Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk and GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube. One final time this weekend. Luke Young joined finally by John Hickman. He's alive. He made it.
Oh, my gosh, yes. Been battling some stuff, but I couldn't miss two huge games for our boys and girls Broncos. Man, it doesn't get any better than this. You know, you win and you get in.
You win and you get in, indeed. Game number 5 in the area bracket, the Consolation Championship, and a rematch, as John has alluded to, between your Bethany High Broncos and the Weatherford High Eagles. This is going to be a fun one. Before we get into the interviews we've caught before that, Weatherford lost yesterday against Lincoln Christian 92-34. They left that championship game with a bad taste in their mouth. They know they've gotten the best of Bethany in the past, but they know that these Broncos are going to be coming after them today.
Yeah, it is a trilogy of sorts, and all within a matter of weeks, as our Lady Broncos take on these Lady Eagles, what seems like almost back-to-back-to-back games, even though there's been some in between there. But both previous games came down to the end, and the first one, the Lady Broncos were able to pull away with some key free throws to win the game at Weatherford. Then they play in the regionals at Weatherford again, and this one goes down to the end. Lady Broncos in complete control, have a turnover, can't close the deal. Lady Eagles end up winning in overtime. Just a heartbreaking loss. But now revenge is sweet for our Lady Broncos because they want to get rid of that bad taste in their mouth.
We're live from the Ship It Sooner broadcast booth out here in Stroud. Ship It Sooners back in Mustang at 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace. Thanks to Ship It Sooner for their support of the stream. And let's hear what Coach Colson has to say about the matchup tonight.
I'm here with Coach Colson. We got a trilogy here tonight, Coach. Very familiar opponent. A little bit of a rematch for us. Obviously, we're not playing in Weatherford. How are the girls feeling, and how are the coaches feeling about tonight?
Excited, nervous. It's always exciting to get to this point, one game away from state. It definitely is crazy when you see the same team third time in about 3 weeks. I think that's a good thing. I think it's going to be a blessing in disguise that we lost to them at their place. I think it made our girls hungry for the week. I know we had a little hiccup Thursday, but we found a way. We showed yesterday who the team we can be when we show up. I'm excited how they've been focused today. I think we got off the bus the right way today. So I'm excited to see how we show up.
With it being such a big game, obviously, as you said, winner goes to state. What's the strategy with the girls? Is it to pump them up or keep them calm? How do you play that when the girls have got to be feeling a little nervous?
I think it's a little bit of both. You want to keep them calm. You don't want to overdo it. They know what's on the line. They know how important this game is. They know how good Weatherford is. So it's just keeping them calm, making sure they stay locked in mentally. They know we're as prepared as we can be at this point. And so it's just keeping them calm, making sure they know their roles, do what they are best at, and not try to do things that they're not.
Thanks for the time, Coach. Appreciate it. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, keep them calm, keep them composed, know that they are able to do this, know that they're able to pull it off. I'd say that's pretty good advice. When they showed up to the Coliseum today, they were exactly that. I said hi to them. I wished them luck. I barely even got a smile back, John. They were so cool and composed.
Well, I've heard they have personal feelings about you, Luke. That might have just been it. Just kidding. But so that is one thing that Coach Colson said. He liked how they got off the bus. And I think that meant they're locked in, ready to go. I was talking with some of the Lady Broncos before the game, and they're locked in, but not tight. You know, there's a difference between being locked in and being tight. You don't want to be tight where you overthink it or you're play with aggression. You got to play within the game, but you want to play with confidence and a motivation to go. And I think they have that tonight.
Coach Colson mentioned this is the third time in about 3 weeks these two teams have met up. Fifth time for both Bethany squads to play Weatherford High this season. How many more times can you play one team in a year? I mean, that's ridiculous.
Well, this is definitely it because the loser goes home, and the trip back, if it's Weatherford, the 2-hour trip, boy, that's going to be a bummer for them, and an hour back for the Lady Broncos. And so you want to get this win. You want to make it to state. It would be the 4th consecutive time for our Lady Broncos to get to state. And, Luke, honestly, before the season, so many wrote off this opportunity. Not many people thought the Lady Broncos would even have a chance to get to state, but yet here they are, one win away.
Well, teams this year have proven if you get hot at the right time, you can go a long ways. That's our Bethany Broncos. That's Oklahoma Christian School, honestly, on the men's side, who we'll see after this. But don't put it past either one of these teams to walk out of here with a win. This is going to, in my opinion, go down to the wire again.
It should be. This Weatherford team, the player to watch is number 11, Deja Givens. She is fantastic. Luke and I will probably talk a lot in the broadcast. If you're the Broncos, you got to send her left. And it's not like she's horrible going left, but her strength is to go right. She can go left, but she's just not as good on the left side as the right side. Now, she's dangerous at pulling up for three as well. So you've got to play up on her and force her left. She is fantastic, scored over 20 points in the last meeting in that win for the Lady Eagles with a lot of attention on her. And so we'll be watching how Bethany plays her. And then on our Broncos side, Camera Gear has got to be her dominant self, driving inside, getting fouls, and then knocking down those free throws. And if she's swarmed, kick them out, and we need our shooters to be ready to knock them down.
And that's pretty much your entire Coyote Pond keys to the game right there. Thanks to Coyote Pond, 5804 Northwest 63rd Street. Stop Deja Givens. Get camera gear early. Know how to play off of multiple bodies down in the paint. Know where your second option is. And don't turn the ball over. And Bethany should walk out of here with a win.
All that's going to happen, right, for them to walk out with a win. And you got to play with energy and effort. That's the thing you can't control. You can't always control the ball going in, but you can't control your energy and effort. You can't get down. It's going to be a long game. Play all the way to that final buzzer. And we talked last game, Luke, at Weatherford. I felt like Weatherford on paper was probably the favorite. Actually, tonight, I think Bethany is probably a 2-point favorite on this neutral court to get to state. So it's going to be a barn burner. Bethany's got to play within themselves and be ready for the opportunity when it comes to make the big play.
I actually agree with you about that neutral site environment. It goes a long way playing on the home floor. A lot of people don't tend to realize just how much of an advantage that can be in a rivalry game in a playoff match. Now you're out here in Stroud. Essentially, first time you're out here. I mean, they played all the games this weekend, but you haven't made this trip out here before, and you're meeting a team that's thirsty for revenge. I would definitely give the advantage to Bethany in this one. In our game yesterday, they had a tough first one, but answered well against Verdigris. Regier finished with 23 points and 11 rebounds. Reese Harris had 12 points with 2 rebounds. She went 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, by the way. And even Madison Bibbs got in on the three-point party. She hit the one she'd take and 2 from 2 to go a perfect 100% from the field.
Wow. She's actually, in that game against Weatherford in the regionals, was her first career varsity level three-pointer. And now she's hit a couple more, huh?
You just got to see it fall once, right? And then they all start going in. I like it. I like it. Well, we're here at game number 5, again, consolation championship at the Stroud Route 66 Coliseum. It's the end of area, day number 3. Win, and you go on to the state tournament back in the city. You lose, and you go home.
It's Coliseum to Coliseum. You want that upgrade. We're in this Route 66 Coliseum, but there's a better Coliseum ahead. Got to win this game to get to the new arena at the State Fairgrounds. The big house has been demolished, but the OG&E Coliseum is there ready to host this team, and hopefully it's our Bethany Broncos.
Oh, yeah, we're eager to get out there. We're super eager. Thanks for tuning in to this pregame show. Again, it was brought to you by the Ship It Sooner broadcast booth. That's where we are out here in Stroud. Ship It Sooners back in Mustang. They work with all major carriers. They're your local shipping experts. Thanks to Ship It Sooner. Well, John, it's about time to do the national anthem and meet our starting rosters. So we're going to go to a break as we do national anthem. Stick with us, and we will be right back, folks. Bethany High School basketball on thegospelstation.com. Sports and Talk. Say aloha to your new favorite shaved ice and coffee shop, Aloha Shaved Ice, on the corner of Northwest 39th Expressway and Council. Aloha brings the summer vibes no matter what the weather looks like outside. Their year-round shaved ice means you get to enjoy classic flavors like grape, strawberry, and cotton candy, while their extensive selection of coffee complements that chill flavor perfectly. Looking for something different? Aloha has specialty drinks for days. Try the Banana Split, Fuzzy Monkey, Spider-Man, or Shrek. And trust us when we say that's only a small part of their specialty lineup. Sharp-eyed visitors may also notice Aloha's local support support and drinks like the Bethany Bronchos, SNU Crimson Storm, SCU Eagles, and Boomer Sooner. You can enjoy games like chess or Candyland while you dine in the cozy atmosphere or sit outside and find yourself whisked away to the shore. Kick back with all your friends at Aloha, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-633-7778 and remember that you can take that sunshine with you thanks to their drive-thru lane. Aloha Shaved Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. 405-633-7778. Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home of the $20 FFL transfer. Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd and MacArthur makes the difference in customer service with a selection of just about everything with top dollar loans and rock bottom prices. Locally owned and operated, Coyote Pond is the destination headquarters for Bethany, Yukon, and Oklahoma City, and the home of the $20 FFL transfers. Call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com. That's 405-470-7999 and coyotepond.com. National anthem has concluded, so it's time to meet the starting five for both of these squads. Bethany's going to be out here in the all-white with the purple trim.
By the way,
Weatherford, all black.
Yeah, well, what's interesting is that the Bethany fans are in all black. It's a blackout, which is kind of neat to see. But, boy, as I've been listening to these broadcasts, Luke, the crowd has been insane in all of these games.
So, Weatherford, the away team, they're announced first. Number 11, Deja Givens, the senior, first up. She's followed up by number 22, Talon Payne. Number 32, Peyton Mills, the third senior up in a row. Number 10, the first junior, Ella Strickler, wears number 10. And rounding out the top five, number 12, McKinley Haggard, the 5'8 sophomore. And now the starting five for your Bethany Broncos. Going to be the same starting five you know and love. Let's get this started with number 2, Camera Gear. How about it?
Let's get it started in here.
To the roar of the Bethany crowd, the white jerseys take the court. Regier and Calderon first up. Here's McNutt taking the floor as the third starter announced. Reese Harris, the sharpshooter, follows her up. And, of course, Allie Lynn rounds out the starting five for your Bethany Broncos. The matchup of the century. Where would you rather be this Saturday evening?
A matchup of Titans, Eagles and Broncos. They are very familiar with one another. No love loss. There's been some blood on the court. I mean, so these two teams go after it. But I like the demeanor. I see the Lady Broncos, and they look locked in, but kind of loose, too, in a good way.
I'm trying to stay loose up here. Now, they got some good music playing inside Stroud. Tell you what. All right, and you can hear it through the live mic. I mean, do we even need to talk? I feel like the crowd could take us through this game.
Yeah, and we're on the Weatherford side, so the cheers might lean that way, but there is a strong showing on both sides of the court. Broncos are going to be going to our right, if you're listening, and then Weatherford to our left.
All right, let's get this thing started. Regier jumping against Givens, and Cam Regier wins first possession for the Broncos. Clock is running. Regier stands at the right wing, going to go out high to Calderon. She swings it all the way around to the left wing, and McNutt brings it back out to the top of the floor, sees Lynn. Weatherford out here in a quick man defense. Harris out high, looking back to Lynn on the left wing. She's looking to go down low, can't find a way to get it to Regier, so she goes to Calderon in the corner. Regier fakes a shot from 3. Now backs a man down into the paint. Right-handed shots up, no good. Rebounded by Givens. So now Weatherford's first offensive possession. They feed over to Mills. She'll go back out high to Givens. And, John, what's the strategy against Givens again?
Send her left. They send her left. She shoots hard over the backboard. Rebound Regier.
So you see Bethany knows the game plan. They've watched the film. Madison McNutt said that was something she was going to do after the last game, and appears to be the case. McNutt with a risky pass to Harris on the right wing. Harris steps into a 3, lets it fly, no good.
Just short. Risky pass there from McNutt. Did get into the hands of Reese. Fired it up just short.
Nothing with 7 minutes left to play in the first. Givens over to number 12, Haggard. Haggard has Reese Harris on her. It's a 12-on-12 matchup. Haggard goes right side all the way inside the line. Bounce pass down to the corner. Mills will line up a 3 from the right corner. Too strong. Regier comes down with basketball. Pass break here for the Bethany Broncos. 3-on-4. Regier slows it down on the left side of the court. Bounce pass back out high. Here's Harris. Harris looking down low. Threaded the needle. Got it to Cam Regier. And Regier has her first field goal of the game.
Beautiful pass from Harris to throw it to the hand that was the only hand open. Regier was able to secure it, drive in open for a layup.
Bethany up 2-0, 6:20 left to play in the first. Givens going back to the left hand, nearly lost the dribble. Calderon on her, gets tangled up with Lynn as well. Fight for it, no whistles blown. Lost the dribble, Calderon punches it down. Harris comes away with basketball.
That hustle by Calderon saved the possession to Bethany. It was about to go to Weatherford. She knocked it into Regier's hands.
Bethany back on the other end of the floor with a 2-point lead. 6 minutes now left to play in the first. They go to McNutt on the right side of the court, right on top of the Route 66 lettering. McNutt picks up the dribble, bounce pass back out towards the logo. Now here's Lynn. Lynn directing traffic, wanted to screen from Regier. Regier will back it off. She'll go over to number 2 on the left wing. Regier lets the play develop here. Calderon comes out to meet her. Again, top of the key. Bethany's staying around the perimeter.
They had the post up. Givens drops off Calderon to help double team Cam, so they threw it back out.
Calderon right wing, shot fake again. Matched up on number 10, Ella Strickler. Now she goes all the way into the lane, tried to get it out to the wing, stolen away by Weatherford.
That's also where Weatherford's trying to force Regier left in the paint. That time they did, and she turned it over.
Haggard drives, got to the free throw line, lost the dribble again, so she has to hand off to Mills. Mills, 2 defenders on her, stuck up, goes all the way down, no travel's called. Lost the dribble, Weatherford picks it back up, but is punched out by Lynn, and they call a foul on Ellie Lynn.
You can't go to the ground with the ball and roll. That should have been a travel. Ref somehow missed it. I see the explanation of Coach Saylor saying it was tipped, but I felt like she had control when she went to the ground.
I mean, that's the only call you can make on it, is that she didn't have possession. 2-0 it remains, 5 minutes, Weatherford has another chance. Now, if you're the Lady Eagles, you got to make the most of this one and tie this game up here. Strickler to the Tiger logo, bounce pass back to the right side. Here's number 12, Haggard, to bring it out towards the middle of the floor. Wants to give it to Givens. Givens matched up on Harris. Gets a screen, going right hand, runs straight into Allie Lynn. Step back 3 for Givens, off the mark. Fight for the rebound, punched out, right back to Givens. She'll try another 3. That one no good as well. Harris comes down with the defensive board.
Broncos fortunate to have Givens miss 2 in a row. The second one wide open. They let her get right, too. Got to make sure she stays headed left.
4.5 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Calderon now on the left side of the floor, well beyond the three-point line. Lynn and Harris to her left, but she's going to go down low to Regier. Threw it right over Regier. She's throwing elbows, getting it through multiple people. Jump ball.
No, it's
found
a foul
the floor.
on Mills.
Now you hear very quickly it's the Weatherford side's turn to be upset with a foul call. First personal on Peyton Mills. First team foul. 1 on both sides. Calderon to inbound. Open McNutt, left wing, off the front of the rim, no good.
Good board. Get it, Lynn.
Lynn can't come down with basketball, yanked away by Ella Strickler.
Good job of Strickler fighting Lynn. She had a good chance at it, but Strickler didn't give up on the play.
Givens over to the right side. Weatherford still held scoreless now with 4 minutes left to play in the first. Here's Haggard.
We got a high-scoring game, don't we?
Oh, no kidding. Givens on the right wing, trying to go right hand to the baseline. Calderon gets in front of her, hesitation move. She goes all the way around. Swing pass, bounce pass. Harris almost got it. Now out to Mills, who tries a 3. Got it from the left side of the floor.
After airballing the first one, that probably felt good for her to drain the second one, but that was a turnover in waiting. Harris couldn't secure it. It was a bad pass. Ends up falling right in the hands of Mills, who does drain the 3.
3-2 Weatherford. McNutt goes all the way up the floor, lost the basketball. 2-1-1 fast break. Here's Givens working on Harris. Goes up, can't come down with 2. Fight for the rebound. Weatherford comes down with it again, but Harris got a hand in there to knock it out.
Good job from Harris saving 2 points. Little fast break opportunity. Weatherford blows the bunny, gets the rebound, but Harris knocks it out.
Number 1, Lena Navarre in the game for the Weatherford Lady Eagles. She stands in the far corner. Mills to inbound. Let's see where she goes. Looking up high, trying to find Givens. Givens jumps and comes down with it over McNutt. 11 on 11. Navarre comes out to set a screen for McNutt. Now she goes for the pick and roll. No pass to her, so Givens will drive right hand, trying to get through 2 defenders. Shots up and made.
Very frustrating that the Broncos keep letting her get right. They're even forcing her right, which is the opposite of the game plan.
5-2. Weatherford now leads by 3 with 3 minutes left to go. Regier on the left wing trying to get past her defender, but just gives the ball up. Now there's the pass down low. Regier got to the right block, spinning 3 defenders on her. Able to go with the dump pass out to McNutt. She launches one left wing from well away. No good.
I think if she was able to catch the first pass initially, she could have had shot that with a little more confidence. She bobbled it and then shot and missed.
Givens brings it back up the middle of the floor, now working slowly, stands at the Tigers' maw. Pass over to Peyton Mills on the left wing. She hit a 3 from there earlier, but now she's not going to get past Allie Lynn. So she'll go back out high to Navarre. Navarre working on Harris. Crossover move. Left hand. Now she spins. Top of the key. No shot. Opens up. Harris playing some good defense. Navarre trying to get past her into the lane. A lot of contact. And the whistle blown.
Navarre, good to see her for Weatherford. She took a shot from Regier in that regional championship game. Was bloodied. Didn't break anything. Talked with Coach Haworth before the game. She was cut, but no break.
Weatherford will have the ball back after the foul. Number 12, McKinley Haggard back in the game. Givens coming out. 2:19 left to go in the first. Mills to inbound. Hits straight to Navarre. Navarre matched up on Regier. Tried to dribble past number 2. Can't get past it, so she gives the bounce pass off to Haggard. Haggard with the handoff back to Mills. Left-handed shot. The layup no good. And it's freshly subbed into the game. Cameron Donnelly coming down with a rebound.
2:15 left. Givens goes to the bench. Watch this score.
Well, you were close. You were close on the score.
Well, I meant, let's see what happens as Givens goes to the bench. It's a definite drop-off when she sits for Weatherford. Regier just scored, but they called a travel. It was a loose ball, but probably the correct call.
Madison Bibbs on the floor as well. She's the on-ball defender working against Haggard. Ties up Haggard well beyond the left wing. Pass to Mills. Back out high to Navarre. Navarre now matched up on Bibbs. Bibbs backs her up towards the logo. See what Navarre does here. Crossover moves. Able to get the ball off. Contested 3 taken from Haggard. Left wing, no good. Donnelly and Bibbs can't come down with the rebound over Mills. Mills hits a mid-range jumper from Navarre. Navarre shot no good. Another offensive rebound for Weatherford, and it got blocked, but they're going to call Bibbs for a foul.
That was a tough one on Bibbs. Felt like she was straight up and had contact just with the ball, but 2 free throws coming. The offensive rebounding helped, and then Givens, her break is over as she's ready to check back in.
First free throw is missed for Weatherford. Now into the game, number 35, Emma Saylor.
And actually, Donnelly was blocking out too good on that last possession. She had got the girl way out, and the ball fell near Donnelly, but she had blocked the girl so far out she couldn't get to the ball, and the Weatherford Lady Eagle was able to get there.
Weatherford goes 1 of 2 on that trip. McKinley Haggard hit her second. 6-2, 90 seconds left to play in the first.
Regier to the bench.
Lynn over on the left wing. Goes back out high to Saylor. Saylor now all the way around the perimeter to McNutt. McNutt looking for the pass down low. Try to get it to Donnelly. Knocked out. Bibbs able to get there in time. Open Donnelly. She goes with the extra pass at the corner. Saylor thinks about the three-point shot. Now she dribbles back out high on the right side. Gives it to Donnelly. Donnelly crush pass over to Bibbs. Down to the corner. She goes back out high to Saylor. And nothing opens up for the Broncos. McNutt gets past the defender all the way along the baseline. Right-handed shot no good. Trying to get her own rebound. Can't come up with it. Givens grabs it.
That was the game-winner floater. Couldn't drop it that time.
On the other end of the floor, it's going to be number 22, Talon Payne, to take the 3. It's no good, and Weatherford can't keep it in play.
Good block out from Saylor. Weatherford had to go out of bounds to try to retrieve that rebound. Bethany basketball.
Our score remains 6-2 with 45 seconds left to play in the first. A extremely low-scoring first quarter here between these two teams.
Only 2 points for Bethany coming from the hand of Regier, who's out.
Lynn goes all the way through the left side of the lane and gets fouled on her shot, so she'll head to the line.
Interesting first quarter. It's a win or go home situation, or win and you're in, and so you can feel the tension here from all these players not necessarily making the shots they normally would.
Well, if they say defense wins championships, they're showing up with the defense. Lynn misses her first free throw. See if there are any subs made. Not here. 35.6 on the clock. 3 team fouls on Bethany, 2 on Weatherford. Lynn lines up her second, and this one is made. Allie Lynn in the game yesterday was also 1 of 2 from the line. She finished with 5 points and 4 rebounds.
So both Broncos who have scored are not in the game. Calderon comes in for Lynn.
6-3, 30 seconds left to play. Navarre up the right side of the floor. Crossover move on Calderon. Gets the logo, but not much more. Bounce pass over to Givens. Givens has Bibbs on her. Gets a screen, get to the top of the key. Lob down low. The shot's up. Left-handed swing, no good. Donnelly comes down with the rebound.
17 seconds. You're going to get a good shot here. You can tie it up or get to 1.
10 seconds, as John said. Calderon on the right wing at the Coliseum letter and goes back out high to Saylor. Saylor sees an open McNutt. Now down to the corner for Donnelly. 5 seconds left to play. Donnelly trying to get into the lane. Step back, short. Contested shot. And John's right. It's short. Nearly tipped in by McKinley Haggard going up for the rebound.
That would have been interesting, Luke. Haggard tips it on an air ball, and it catches the front of the rim. It almost drops but falls down.
6-3 after the end of the first, and definitely not the first quarter anybody was expecting. But hey, before we go to break, thanks to Toro Taxes, 5909 Northwest Expressway, Suite 249. Call Toro at 580-275-8933. And remember, don't leave money on the table. Call Toro Taxes. As we go to break, let's kick it to an interview we caught with the one, the only Allie Lynn. And we welcome you back, everybody, to the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk. We're getting ready for the men's squad, but first, I've got an exclusive interview with the one, the only, number 2-3, Allie Lynn. Ms. Allie, thank you for sitting down.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so what happened in the locker room? They said there was more water than even yesterday in the locker room.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, came in, sprayed water everywhere. I think there wasn't an empty water bottle left from anybody's, personal water bottle in all the water bottles that we had. It's all over that floor, so I feel bad to whoever has to clean that up later.
Well, you kind of earned it with the way y'all played that one. 57. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, we'll play that interview at halftime. We don't have as much time in our quarter break as we were hoping. So we're coming back for the second quarter now. Weatherford has ball first. McKinley Haggard to inbound and the clock back to running another 8 minutes. Here's Givens coming up the floor. Bounce pass over to the right side, looking for Strickland. Now they go back out high. Here's Peyton Mills. Mills with Calderon on her, spinning, can't get past Calderon. Now there's the give to Talon Payne. Payne over to the free throw line, left-handed dribble into the lane, couple bounce passes around, opens up a three for number 12, and Haggard can't drop the shot. Regier comes away with basketball, trying to press the advantage, but she's in trouble. Able to pick up the dribble and get a pass up the court. Harris back to Regier, right hand, and they're going to call Regier on the walk.
She's not catching the ball cleanly for some reason. I've seen this a couple times where our passes are just a little off, or they're seeing things differently. So she took off, didn't quite have the ball yet, and she gets busted for a travel.
7:25 after that turnover. Now down to 7:20. Weatherford has it back. 6-3 in the second if you're just now joining us.
And this is the second quarter.
Wild. Givens going left hand all the way to the lane. Jump stop, kicked out. And there is the whistle for kick ball. It's going to go with Bethany. And look at Emma Saylor down on the bench. She's hyped about that one. She's stomping around, throwing towels.
And they send her left. You got to send her left. For some reason, we've kind of dropped the ball there a couple times, but turnover when she went left.
McNutt to Harris, top of the floor. It's that 12-on-12 matchup with Haggard. She gives it to Calderon. There's a lob inside to Regier. Regier backing down one defender. Goes up right hand spin. Shot's no good. Wants her own rebound. Can't get it over Mills.
Now that was a beautiful play. She just shot it too hard. Great move. Cleared out the space on the spin. Just couldn't connect.
6:45 left to go in the first half. Givens going right hand. Has Calderon and Harris both on her. Now swaps on to Harris. Gets inside the line, spinning, trying to get to the lane. Swabbed by three defenders, and Harris gets the steal.
Ripped by Harris. And then a a foul on Givens. She was a little frustrated grabbing Harris, it looked like.
Yeah, and that one was pretty obvious right in front of the referee on that far side. They're not going to miss that one. First personal on Givens. First team foul of this quarter. 6.5 and counting as McNutt brings it up the floor.
Weatherford staying in the man.
McNutt all the way to the baseline. Goes for the baseline swing. Hit Calderon now. Harris from the left wing. Well short. Navarre comes down with the ball.
Good steal from Lynn.
Lynn
She's hacked.
You saw it immediately as Lynn trying to go back up.
So Lynn snuck in as they kind of double-teamed Navarre. She never saw Lynn coming to steal that pass, and then she was fouled. Going to be an out-of-bounds play here from Coach Saylor for the Broncos.
First personal on number 1, Lena Navarre. Into the game, number 22, Talon Payne.
We have one field goal made, Luke. One.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything about it, but let's try and make it 2. Inbounds go straight to Lynn. She's hit from behind. No foul call, so it opens up Harris from the left wing. Her three off the mark. Regier and McNutt both try to keep it in play, and neither one can.
Harris, no, I think you called her sharpshooter maybe in the starting lineups. That's 2 air balls in a row. Got to settle down, know this gym. This moment is just like any time you've been playing basketball. Step into it, knock it down.
6 minutes about left to play in the first half. Yeah, and I did call her a sharpshooter. Currently 0 of 3 from beyond the arc.
And she is. I mean, that was a fair call. Just off here for 3 attempts. Got to see something go in. I talk about it all the time. Maybe a layup or a free throw. Might get one here.
Regier and Harris on the 2-on-1 fast break. Harris has defense come from behind. Didn't put up the shot. Tried to go back to Regier, but it's at least going to be out on Weatherford.
I might be more frustrated than Coach Taylor right now with some of what we're doing. Harris on too unselfish there. She tried to give it back to Regier. She should have just went up. She had an open look. She might have been fouled from behind, but you got to shoot that.
Allie Lynn takes the inbounds out high. Going to go to McNutt on the left wing to the screen for her. McNutt goes right hand all the way into lane, puts up the layup, and it goes home.
She turned the corner on the pick, and she drove it all the way to the hole. Great play from Madison.
6-5, the first points of the quarter go to the Bethany Broncos. Givens, crossover move, right side, has Harris come out to meet her. It opens up a three for McKinley Haggard. Right corner, no good. Coming down with the ball is Ella Strickler. Strickler goes back to Givens. Givens on the left wing, has Calderon come back out to meet her. Gave a pass out to the elbow. Now it goes down low to number 10, Strickler again. Strickler working on Regier, and Regier hit with a foul.
That was a bailout. It was the right call. It didn't have a chance of going in. Regier, if she would have contested with the opposite hand, probably wouldn't have got called for a foul, but she reaches across and gets enough of that body.
Clock stopped at 5:09. The first free throw up and too strong.
It is 6-5. 1 point game. Got some substitution Luke will bring up. But the Lady Broncos, they're hanging around. You just got to keep playing. Regier's going to get a much-needed break here, I think, to kind of regroup.
Donnelly and Saylor back in the game. The second one was made by Strickler, so it goes up to 7-5. 2-point lead for Weatherford.
I need Lynn or Donnelly to be the offensive threat currently. I'd like to see Donnelly get an open look.
Lynn, step back three, left wing. No good. Weatherford comes down with the rebound. It's Haggard to grab it. Weatherford will bring it up the court slowly. They're going to call a play from the bench. 4:45 left to go in the first half. Givens trying to work with the right hand, trying to get around Calderon. Has Lynn now swap onto her. Pressure from behind by Donnelly. Bounce pass out towards the wing. McNutt causing some chaos. Loose ball. Do they get it back? Weatherford can't keep it. Saylor, fast break, looking ahead to Donnelly. Donnelly goes up with the right hand. No foul call. Saylor comes down with the rebound, and she's fouled going up.
Good job from Emma Saylor. One, to get the steal, to pass ahead, and she could have just turned and walked back thinking Donnelly had an easy layup, but she trailed it, got that rebound now at the line.
A very physical game, though, in a lot of aspects. Even that loose ball was called by a dribble and then a bump and it going through a leg. 4.5 left to play in this quarter. Saylor at the line. Her first free throw up and no good.
With a low-scoring game, this is a no-brainer. This is an obvious statement, but every opportunity you got to capitalize on, especially when it's free throws. Got to make these to win this game.
Saylor's second, that one no good as well, and Givens has the rebound.
Especially after all that hustle, you get a steal, get to the line, and 0 for 2 trip hurts the Lady Broncos.
Givens working to her left. There's the handoff to Payne. Another loose ball, this time on Haggard. She and Donnelly go flying for it.
Yeah, Haggard took the brunt of that. Donnelly got to the floor. A jump ball going to go Bethany's way. Great hustle from Cam Donnelly.
She's a little bit shaken up, but she'll be subbed out for Navarre and get a break.
You know, speaking of Donnelly, her sister graduated last year. Kate Donnelly is now playing and starting at ORU. Lost Keziah Lofton. We lost a host of really good Lady Broncos, and that's why a lot of people thought we weren't going to state after 3 consecutive times. But here we are on the doorstep with an opportunity to make it 4.
Regier backs down the defender, got all the way to the baseline. Her shot's up, no good. Lynn has the offensive rebound, trying to go back up, gets the shot off. That one no good as well. And it's yanked away by Ella Strickler. Fast break here. Givens on the other end, 2-on-3. She'll have to back it off. Goes over to Mills on the right wing. Mills sees no shot, goes back out high to Givens. Givens working on Harris.
Got to give it up to Strickler. That was who wanted it more, and she took that rebound.
Givens trying to go left side, goes down to the corner. Here's Payne. Payne, left hand along the baseline. Can't get past McNutt and Donnelly foul on the floor. Looks like based on Donnelly's reaction, that's going on her. First personal foul for Cameron Donnelly. Second team foul this quarter for the Broncos. There are 3 team fouls on Weatherford in this quarter. 3:35. Mills, the inbounder, looking for somewhere to go. Has it open Navarre in the left corner. Navarre can't get the shot up. Now she brings it back out beyond the line. Working on Harris, back out towards the logo. Now goes over to Mills. Mills, left corner, sees number 22, Talon Payne. Payne shot no good. Regier coming down for the rebound, but she lost the ball trying to stay inbounds.
Yeah, she had it right there on the baseline. Navarre was fighting enough. It kind of forced Regier off balance, steps out.
Madison Bibbs back in the game, giving Madison McNutt a rest.
A Maddie for Maddie sub.
One player we haven't seen so far, Morgan McNutt. She got a lot of playing time in the first 2 games of area. Inbounds here for Weatherford, goes straight out to Givens. Givens lets the 3 fly, right side, and she got it.
Out of all the players to leave open, I mean, we did a great job covering that sideline play until Givens leaked out, had an open 3.
3 minutes left to play in the first half. 10-5, Weatherford leads. Regier from the right wing, going all the way to the baseline with the right hand. Jump stop, try to get the shot off. No travel call, got her own rebound. Her putback rolls around and goes.
Thought she was fouled before that second attempt, but they didn't get it. Unfortunately, she got the rebound, put it back up.
Timeout taken with 2:56 left to go in the quarter. We'll take a timeout with them. 10-7, Weatherford leads in the Consolation Championship.
Grandview Windows and Doors is a proud sponsor of the Bethany Broncos and a part of the community serving all of Oklahoma City area with a mission to provide our customers exceptional window and door solutions. Locally owned and operated, Grandview Windows and Doors is your window and door specialist. Drop on by our showroom to get the latest color, styles, and special pricing just in time for the fall. Call 405-787-0230 and visit us on Facebook, Grandview Windows and Doors.
And we are back from timeout. Thanks to Simplified Tech Solutions at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard. Simplified Tech, that's Eric over there. He helps you with all your technological needs, Wi-Fi, internet systems, computer repair. He does it all.
Now, of course, we've kept up with Bethany all season. They've been in games like this, so they have experience.
And here's Givens blowing past Bibbs. Got all the way to the glass. Her shot didn't go with the right-handed finish, but she does get the foul call, and it's hitting Donnelly again.
I mean, it's harder to do than say. We got to send her left. She faked left, got Bibbs just a little bit off-centered, was able to go right and go all the way to the hoop before she was fouled. We got to send her left. Just overplay it like crazy.
Allie Lynn back in the game. Cameron Donnelly off to the bench.
So Givens hits that first. She's been obviously one of the primary scorers here for Weatherford. She's going to be ball dominant, high usage rate. Got to send her left.
She does hit them both. Lynn now will bring it up the floor for the Bethany Broncos. 12-7, a 5-point lead for Weatherford. 2:35 left to go. Harris on the right wing trying to get the entry pass to Regier. Can't find a way to get to number 2, so she goes with bounce pass. There's an open Calderon, and Calderon's got her first shot of the game.
Beautiful assist from Harris.
Great court vision right there from 1-2. 12-9. Here's Givens working with the left against Calderon. Has Harris come out to meet her. Calderon with the swing. Bounce pass down low. Regier there. Stops that attempt, but Mills banks in a three-pointer off of the pass to the right wing.
She's smiling about it. She knows that's not what she wanted, but it went in.
Regier now dribbling through multiple
and one,
defenders.
give it! Let's go!
Well, you don't need me to call that one. Regier for the and one.
Sorry, Luke, that was impressive on the spin. Took it like a woman child. I would say man child, but a woman child. Just fierce into the hole, takes the foul. After giving up a bank 3, Regier, she didn't pout about it. She just took it to the hole.
That was very impressive. 14 fouls on Weatherford. That was the second on Peyton Mills. Regier for her and one, no good. On the rebound, it looks like Givens tried to come down with it, but Lynn picks it up. Lynn's pass deflected. Harris comes down with it. She hits Bibbs. Back to Harris. Left wing. Harris now dribbles to the free throw line. Gives to Calderon. Calderon had the open 3. Didn't take it. Found Regier. Regier spinning again. Goes up right hand. Got 2 more.
Did you see that move when she spun to the left? She had been going right. Givens almost stole it. Regier kept it kind of like a kill dribble. Kept it low. Was able to put it in.
15-13. On the drive, McKinley Hager gets blocked by Regier. Cam Regier behind the back move. Stopped on a dime. Finds Lynn on the backdoor cut.
Nope.
Oh! Allie Lynn, the reverse layup. Are you kidding me?
Oh, my gosh. No backboard.
No backboard, nothing but net. Givens picks up the dribble just to the left of the free throw line. Has to go back out beyond the perimeter. Now the Bethany faithful, loud and proud in Stroud, Oklahoma.
Did we just have 3 at the end of 1?
Navarre to the left side of the lane. Has to back out beyond the perimeter. couple swaps. Now it's Bibbs on Haggard. Haggard, another handoff back to Navarro. She matches up with Bibbs again. A lot of contact, and Bibbs hit with the foul.
And that is the 4th foul, fortunately, but Bibbs definitely fouled her, just a little aggressive. But after scoring only 3 in the first, it's a 15-15 game.
Still very, very close. It's a 12-9 quarter in Bethany's favor so far. Haggard to inbound, needs somewhere to go, hits Navarro at the mid-floor line. Calderon working on her. Navarro tries to get past her left hand, got it punched out by Calderon.
Whew. If Navarro would have put that ball in the left hand, she might have had a chance, but she brought it to the right. Great job from Calderon to knock that out. Got to be careful. Either team fouls are going to the line.
46.5 on the clock here in the first half. Quick inbounds. Givens fakes a 3, steps inside the line, mauled by 3 players, and Lynn gets the steal. Lynn, 1-on-4 fast break, maintains the dribble, tried to find Calderon, stolen away by Givens. Givens up the left side of the floor, lost the dribble, but is able to pick it back up, looking for a teammate to get the ball to, and the whistle blown. There is the 5th foul. Looks like this is going on McKenna Calderon.
That's a tough one, too. I've seen worse, but boy, Givens is a great free throw shooter. That's what kind of compounds that foul.
So Givens at the line. She'll be shooting 2, as John said. 15-15 ball game. 30 seconds left to play in the first half as Givens knocks down her first. Madison McNutt back on the court. Gives Bibbs a break.
Givens read that pass beautifully from Lynn. Lynn actually had some open players on the opposite side, just didn't see them. Givens bobbled the ball, but then was fouled, was kind of a bailout.
Givens knocks down both. She comes out of the game for number 21, Addison Blackwell.
32 seconds, Luke. Probably going to hold for 1 shot. Can't imagine Cam not getting a touch here. I'm sure they're going to run this through her.
McNutt going to the left side of the floor. Here's Harris. She's tied up with Talon Payne, and there's a foul on Payne.
Great job that if they're going to call it on one side of the court, they got to call that. Harris now, she gets to match Givens' free throws.
Trying to tie this game back up. Bonus for both sides, 25.2 on the clock.
And if Harris can hit both, this will only help her with her outside shot. Just need a little rhythm here at the line.
Harris on her first, knocks it down. Into the game, number 15, Gracie Martinez for Weatherford. Looks like Givens set to return as well.
Yeah, Coach Hayworth didn't want Givens to pick up a foul there and get in some trouble, so she took her out. But now that they have ball, she's definitely going to try and get a shot up.
Harris has 1 more. Her second free throw of the game. Trying to tie this up at 17. Can't hit it. Weatherford doesn't come down with the rebound yet. Diving bodies, and finally a black jersey picks it up. Fast break the other end. This is McKinley Haggard slowing it down against Regier. Looking for the bounce pass ahead. Here's Navarre. No players around her. Backs out towards the corner. Got it tied up, and it's out on Navarre.
I think Bethany is fortunate on that. I think we hit it out, but the ref is going to call it out on Navarre, maybe stepping out before the ball was tipped out.
Lynn and McNutt were there to cause the chaos.
Can you believe a chance to have the lead here?
10 seconds. All the time to work with in the first half. Now down to 6. McNutt at the logo. Crossover move. Going left side. Needs somewhere to go. Here's Calderon in the corner. Pass down low. Regier has to get the shot off. Fadeaway jumper. No good. That's where the first half ends. 17-16. Weatherford leads by 1. An 11-point quarter for Weatherford, but a 13-point quarter for the Broncos. Well, neither team had 20. Maybe not so much what I was expecting here, but we've had a good game nonetheless.
We have. It's been intense, and that's all you want for an elimination game. The losing team knows that this is over, so both teams playing with all that they have. Probably a little too amped to have a 6-3 first quarter, but everything settled down there. We're getting really good basketball. Should have an exciting second half.
Of Bethany's 16 points, Cam Regier has 8 and 4 rebounds, and we'll tell you more about that when we return from break. This is the Blake Nightingale halftime show. Stick around as we tally up the point totals.
Hello again, everyone. We're back here on the main street of America in Oklahoma City, back at one of our favorite places, State Farm Insurance, Blake Nightingale. Blake, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful spring day here in Oklahoma City, and so excited for all the upcoming things coming our way. So
That's right. And it's even still February, and we're in spring. I love
it
Oklahoma.
feels like spring.
That's right. Well, I tell you what, speaking of spring, want to talk again about the weather coming up. I mean, we got to think about our roofs, our property with the storms that move in.
Yeah.
What kind of insurance can you help people with?
Yeah, the number one claim that most Oklahomans deal with is the hail storms, right? And the wind and tornadoes and all that kind of stuff. And so no better time than right now to start preparing for the spring season. And so what does that look like? Just make sure you're reviewing your policies, make sure you know what coverage you have. And most importantly, making sure that you've got the right person to take care of you.
And you are it. And that's the thing I like too, is I always hear this on TV sometimes when I watch, is call us at 1-800, but you have no idea who these people are.
Yeah.
Right here, people come in and talk to you, and your staff is excellent.
Yeah.
So tell us about that. Why is that advantage?
Yeah, I love having 6 people here. The number one thing I love about it is that you can call and you can talk to the same person over and over. And most people, insurance is an afterthought until you got that question. And you don't want to be on hold for 30 minutes trying to talk to somebody that doesn't know you. We know you personally. We know your story. And that's what we take pride in, is taking care of you and knowing who you are.
Very good. Well, I have a couple of questions. Number one question, we were talking about the spring. Should people look at the roofs before the weather hits? Should they even look at it, get some kind of knowledge of how the roof looks? What should they do to prepare?
Yeah, a couple of things I think that are very important as we go into the spring season. One is to get your roof checked. A lot of roofing companies will do it for free. I think another thing to do is go ahead and do a video inventory of all your stuff. So what I just tell people is take a video, go each room to room, and that way if there's ever a catastrophic event, you know exactly what you have, so you don't have to think about it in that time. And then the most important thing is know your deductibles, know your coverage. Make sure you have full replacement costs, and make sure you know what the out-of-pocket expenses look like, so you can prepare so that whenever something does happen, and hopefully we have a lighter season this year in Oklahoma, but that's
Absolutely.
not likely, obviously. But again, you know what you have, and that's the most important thing I tell people. So.
Yeah, the pre-maintenance helps cut down the panic when something does happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And just obviously, knowing what to expect, and making sure you've got a plan in place. And so, with all these storms that come through, those out-of-state roofers start coming in. And,
yes.
And it just builds a lot of anxiety with people. And so knowing ahead of time and having a plan in place is the best way to go about it. So.
Do roofers and insurance companies like State Farm, do they ever work with roofers? Do you ever recommend a roofer, or you can't do that?
Yeah, so there's a lot of roofers that we've dealt with and that are great. I would just tell you go local. If they're knocking on your door, then chances are they're out of state, and that can get you some concerns. And so I would say choose local and choose who you trust, and usually they'll take care of you. So.
All right, I had this question come up, and I wanted to ask you about it. Business insurance. People are in an office building. They're wanting to move furniture or move stuff in.
Yep.
And the building management says, do you have insurance? What if somebody busts out the door, out the glass window you go through, the door window?
Yep.
Tell us about why it's wise to have insurance in your office building, and how does that safeguard you?
Yeah, so we insure, a lot of times State Farm people only think about auto and home. And we insure business, life insurance, health insurance. And so when it comes to business specifically, one of the biggest things is making sure you protect your personal property. Theft and water damage tend to be, larger claims for people. But it is always important when you're dealing with a business entity that you have the ability to maybe be sued or liability concerns, that you have coverage in place for that. And so that's, again, why we love having 6 people here. We're a knowledgeable resource. We love to take care of customers and help in all their needs. We kind of view ourselves as a one-stop shop, and we'll take care of all the insurance needs you might have. So.
Well, knowledge also helps wisdom, and having the wisdom to do something about it, because I'm one of these to put it off and say,
Yeah.
I should have done it already.
Yeah, exactly.
And I did see that recently, where some people were moving out. They were moving out of the building, and somehow or another, you know how Murphy's Law works, they busted a window.
Yeah.
Totally by accident, but
Yeah.
they did it. And that's why it's important to have insurance in there.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, insurance, most people, it's not on top of mind until a claim happens. And then it's like, what did I get myself into? That's why we're here to help. We want to make sure we foresee the future and what could happen, and make sure you're protected. And you can call us or text us anytime. And that number is 405-728-1313. And we would love to be a resource for you.
And once you tell us your address and any other final words you'll say before we cut and get back where we're at.
Yeah, so we're located here off of Northwest Expressway, 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And again, like I said, text or call. The biggest thing that I tell you going into the spring, doesn't hurt to shop, doesn't hurt to make sure you've got the right coverage in place, and we would love to be a resource for you. So.
And I might add that, Blake, you're a family man. You know what it's like to raise a family and take your kids places and just all of that. So you're very knowledgeable and have empathy toward families that are needing to get insurance to take care of them.
Yeah, we love to hear the personal story of each one of you, and we love to take care of you and help in any way we can.
Well, thank you, Blake. Thanks for sponsoring all of our sports in Bethany High School and all that we do. Yeah. We appreciate all you do, Blake.
Yep, thanks. Go Broncos.
And we welcome you back, everybody, to the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk. We're getting ready for the men's squad, but first I've got an exclusive interview with the one, the only, number 2-3, Allie Lynn. Ms. Allie, thank you for sitting down.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so what happened in the locker room? They said there was more water than even yesterday in the locker room.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, came in, sprayed water everywhere. I think there wasn't an empty water bottle left from anybody's, like, personal water bottle in all the water bottles that we had. It's all over that floor, so I feel bad to whoever has to clean that up later.
Well, you kind of earned it with the way y'all played that one. 57-29 victory. You held them to 3 points in the fourth quarter. What led to that success?
I think it was a lot of communication, and we didn't really play very well yesterday against Grove, and I just think we wanted it today.
So that team aspect of it, that was something that the McNutts focused on, that was said at half that y'all wanted to focus on.
Yeah.
Was there anything y'all did off the court preparing for this game that kind of like got you back in that mindset?
We had a lot of team conversations just about what Verdigris was going to do and just preparing ourselves for what was going to come at us, because we knew they were going to double cam, and everyone let her know that, backside, and we hit a lot of backside, and Reese Harris hit a lot of threes tonight, so that was really, really good. I'm really proud of her for stepping up and hitting those threes.
To that point, Harris was 4 of 6 from beyond the arc.
Yes.
Calder on 2 of 3.
Yes.
And even Bibbs got in on it.
I know. Oh, my gosh.
Okay, I got to ask, though, when y'all swarmed them, who's the most eager to swarm players on the floor to mob them when something big happens?
Probably Emma Saylor.
I believe that. I'll have to ask her about that later.
You should.
So day 3 for you guys, you play tomorrow versus the loser of Weatherford and Lincoln Christian.
Right.
If it's Weatherford, how excited are you guys for that rematch?
I'm personally really excited. I know a lot of the teammates are as well, because that's to be our third time playing them in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we kind of know what they're gonna do, but they're still a really good team and they're a good competitor. So it'll be a game for sure.
Now let's ask the other way. If it's Lincoln Christian UFC, what's the thoughts going into that one?
They're a really, really good team, but I guess we're just going to have to play that by ear, because I think we're just ready for it to be Weatherford.
I respect it. What's your prediction for the men's match in front of us?
Well, I'm always going for our boys, so I think that the boys are going to win, and I hope they win so that we can have a boys and girls consolation championship tomorrow.
Hey, you know what? I'm right there for it if we do. Thank you for sitting down.
Thank you for having me.
And we welcome you back to the end of halftime. Hope you enjoyed that exclusive interview with the one, the only Allie Lynn. She's the best for coming up and doing that little halftime interview with me after yesterday's win against Verdigris. But, John, in that interview, I asked her how the team felt about meeting Weatherford again, and they all said they were excited. They wanted the run back. They've been looking forward to this game since, well, their last loss in district.
Well, Luke, when they came out of the locker room at half, I felt like they wanted to fight. I mean, not each other, but like whoever was in front of them. The intensity, like me even, yes. The intensity was so deep that I was like, oh my gosh, they are irritated and ready to go. I did notice in the stands, Keziah Lofton is in the building here to cheer on her former Bethany Bronco teammates. Hopefully her presence uplifts them to a W here in the second half.
Hey, that is awesome. Always good to see alumni come back and supporting. Here in the third quarter, Weatherford has ball first. They go immediately to Givens in the right corner. She'll bring it back out towards the wing. Hesitation, now she drives right hand, got to the block. Can't get the shot off, gives it back out to Haggard. Haggard now the same drive, working on Harris. Shots up, no good off the bottom of the rim, and Regier has the rebound.
As we talked about at half, I want anyone else to beat me besides Givens, because I don't think they can do it.
Regier catch and shoot from the free throw line. No good. Madison McNutt comes flying in for the offensive rebound. Hits Calderon left wing. The three's up. Unfriendly bounce, no good.
Great second opportunity there, just didn't knock it down.
Givens bringing up the other end of the floor. Weatherford wants a foul call. Givens picks up the dribble, goes down to the corner. Here's Haggard again. Slow bounces, knocked out by Lynn on the pass across the baseline.
Great job first for Harris to close out. Givens had just a sliver of hope for a three there, but the closeout was so strong by Harris, she had to give it up.
7:05 left to play here in the quarter. Still 17-16 coming out of our halftime break. Talon Payne tries the drive, gave the pass up. Haggard looking down low. Hits number 10, Ella Strickler. Strickler shot is up, bounces around, and it falls.
The English on that shot was crazy. Spun it in.
19-16, the lead back out to 3 for Weatherford. It was a 6-3 first quarter and a 17-16 second. Currently 19-16, Bethany looking to put up their first points of the second half. McNutt cross-court swing. There's Calderon down to the corner. Lynn doesn't take the shot, goes back out to number 5, catch and shoot from McKenna Calderon. No good off the back of the rim. Deja Givens with the rebound.
You're just hoping that one of these starts to fall because we know these Broncos can get hot.
Given heaved one up the court. Now got the pass back toward the three from straight away. Knocked it down in rhythm.
Speaking of getting hot. Woo, she pulled that one in traffic. I mean, it's beyond the normal line and still drained it.
22-16. Weatherford has come out of the gates firing. Regier spinning, goes up with the right hand, backs down defender, can't get the shot to fall. Weatherford on the rebound. 5:55 left to play in the third already. Weatherford with a 6-point lead. Givens going to her left, gets a screen from Mills, picked up the dribble, no shot taken this time, looking ahead of her. There's Strickler. Strickler goes falling, able to get the pass off to Mills. Mills puts up the three, no good, and Regier has ball.
Great defensive presence there. First, they sent Givens left. She had to pick up her dribble. They forced someone else to shoot, and it's an air ball. That's what you want.
McNutt to bring it up the floor, working to the right side. Oh, backs down her defender. Givens dropped the threes up.
Oh, she dropped her at the three.
And that'll bring a timeout. 22-19. Madison McNutt on her first made three of the game, sending Deja Givens to the floor.
If only we had video for this one. And I know some people have commented that's just one of those playoff rules that we're not allowed to do video. But boy, Maddie McNutt dropped the defender with a little step back and then had all the space in the world and knocked down the three.
Was the ankle breaker step back three on your bingo card for our consolation championship here?
It was not, but it came at the perfect time. Still down three. Oh, but Bethany needed it. It forced a quick timeout from Weatherford just to try to squelch the momentum building.
A wet spot on the floor after that timeout. Weatherford's going to take care of it. Again, 22-19 coming out of this timeout after the made Maddie McNutt three ball. She's up to 5 on the game.
First time we've seen a press here, a 2-2-1 press from Bethany.
Bethany ran this against Verdigris all game long. Now bringing it out for the first time against Weatherford. Regier and McNutt on the full court. Harris and Calderon on the half court. Lynn, the lone defender in the backcourt. Givens with the bounce pass right side. There's Navarre. Navarre able to pick up the dribble. Gets all the way inside the three-point line. Cross-court pass. There's the shot taken left wing. No good. Fight for the rebound. Calderon trying to keep it alive. Can't get it.
I really felt like if she didn't try to save that, it would have been Bethany ball, but she tries to save it. She's on the end line as she touches it.
The three was taken from Talon Payne. Lynn and Calderon were going up for the rebound. Here's the inbounds from Weatherford. No player opens up. Finally, they just barely get out beyond the line, but McNutt ties it up. Jump ball.
Great job for McNutt. Basically face guarding Givens. Her hands are just there, and the ball finds her hands. She ties it up. Bethany basketball.
Number 10, Ella Strickler back in the game. 5:06 left to play in the third quarter. Allie Lynn will be the one bringing up the floor, but she'll go with a quick pass to McNutt. 5 minutes now left to play. McNutt over to Harris. Harris looking down low. Had Lynn come to the lane, couldn't go to her. Calderon all the way around to McNutt. McNutt, cross-court pass. There's Calderon, extra to the corner. Lynn, step back three. Drains it.
I was just about to say, I like the Lynn versus Mills look. I think we need to run the offense through Lynn more.
Givens with a risky pass up the floor, but she's able to get to Strickler. Now back to Deja Givens, and from well away, she answers 3 for 3.
Coach Saylor's asking Regier, why did she leave her to double? You don't leave Givens. We want anyone else to shoot besides her.
Lynn walks it up to the line, goes over to Regier, now over to McNutt. 4:15 left to play in the third quarter. Back out to a 3-point Weatherford lead.
Run it through Lynn, please. A foul on Givens here. Thankfully, Calderon gets bumped. But the offense is, I think we got to initiate it through Lynn. She's got a mismatch. She's the one right now with the best advantage.
That is the first team foul for Weatherford in the third quarter. Second personal foul on Deja Givens. Calderon, bounce pass on the inbounds to Lynn. She was calling for it the whole way, but she's tied up with two defenders. Goes down to the ground. No whistle blown yet, and there it is. Jump ball going Weatherford's way.
Do they stay in the press? They do. Last time, Weatherford got an open look, but it wasn't given, so I think you stay with this pressure.
4 minutes left to play in the third quarter.
Force Givens left when she has it.
Haggard, stop, picked up the dribble. Calderon comes out to Mears. She gets a bounce pass over to Strickler. Strickler down to the corner. There's Mills. No shot taken from Mills. Hit the cutting Haggard.
Blocked.
Haggard shot blocked by Regier.
And fouled. Thank you.
Great job by Cameron Regier going up and coming down strong.
Haggard, I think, was a little upset that she got blocked. She just attacked Regier as she was trying to bring up the basketball.
So that will be the second team foul on Weatherford in this third quarter. See what the officials are talking about here. They were asking who the foul was charged to. It will go on number 12, McKinley Haggard. That's her first personal. So now we're back in the action. Bethany to inbounds. Calderon and Lynn bringing up the floor together. 3:45 left to go in the third. Still a three-point game. Lynn with a quick pass to her left. Here's McNutt. And that goes back over to Regier. There's the handoff to 2-3 again. Right wing. 3:35. Bounce pass to Regier. Right block. She's got two defenders on her trying to go up, and she walked.
She did. She jumped a little bit before she took that shot, kind of an up and down situation, but she takes the hit instead of the whistle. She should have shot it, but she gathered herself and then shot.
Bethany has backed off the full court press. McNutt matched up man on Givens. Kept with her the whole way up the floor. Mills now at the top of the key, working on Harris, going left side, bounce pass over to Givens. Givens, left hand to the baseline, three defenders on her, puts up the shot and banks it home.
You live with that. You forced her left, but it was baseline. We didn't have any baseline help. Kind of in that space wasn't the best idea, but still you live with it. Got to stop her next possession.
Calderon has the ball on the other end. Going right side to Harris. Harris looking for somewhere to go down low. There's an open Calderon. Nowhere picked it up. Bounce pass. Banked off the glass. No good for Calderon. McKinney Calderon and Madison McNutt pressuring Weatherford full court, but they get it past them. 2:40 left to play in the third. Up the floor, there's Haggard over to Mills in the far corner. Mills brings it back out towards the top. Working on Lynn. 3-2 on 2-3. Lost the dribble. Goes down to the ground. Harris goes down as well. The whistle blown, a timeout taken by Weatherford.
Good timeout from Coach Allworth right there as Mills was on the ground. Knew a jump ball was coming, and it would have been Bethany's arrow.
We'll take a timeout with them. 2:31 on the clock. Thanks to Chilino's Mexican Restaurant back in Yukon. They were the hosts for the game plan last Wednesday on our first Wednesday of the month show. Chilino's turns 37 years old today, and if you stop by for dinner, you can pick up some $8.99 meal deals. We'll be back here in a few.
When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions.
Coming back out of timeout, Weatherford has ball. Mills to inbound for the black jerseys. Two players at the free throw line, two players in the corners for Weatherford. Now they move two screens trying to free up Givens. They get it to her on the left wing. She works right hand, now spins. Two defenders come out to meet her, bounce pass to Mills. Far corner, Mills puts up the three ball, no good. Regier has the defensive board.
Again, you're okay. Mills shooting it. She banked in one, did switch one, but she's got a couple air balls and missed there. That's what you want.
McNutt over to Harris. Harris matched up on Talon Payne. Harris goes right side, trying to get into the lane. Backs off Payne a little bit, can't find the shot out of it. Goes out to McNutt. Soft screen from McNutt. Now she goes down low to Regier. Regier along the baseline. Swing it to Donnelly. Donnelly puts up the three. No good for Cameron Donnelly. And a foul call.
That's a correct call. Like the three from Donnelly. The pressure's just kind of impacting our shooting, I believe. We've missed some that we normally make. Got to settle down. Plenty of time left. Nerves got to go away. Got to start knocking these down.
2 minutes left on the clock. Every player that has touched the floor for Bethany, save Emma Saylor, has at least one foul on them now. First team foul for Bethany in the quarter, however. 1:50 left to go. Here's Mills from the right wing. Goes back out high. Stands at the three-point line. Picked up the dribble. Has to get a risky pass off to Strickler. Now Strickler drives left hand to the baseline. Shots up, rolls around, no good. Donnelly with the rebound. Quick pass back out, but it's stolen away by Weatherford.
Not a good lead pass. It was too far out in front of her gear. Went right to Weatherford.
Givens and the Weatherford offense will reset. There's a screen on Bibbs. Givens trying to go to her right. Harris comes out to play defense on her. Givens picks up the dribble, goes out to the right wing. The shot's taken from Haggard. 8-point game, 30-22.
Credit to Haggard. Knocked it down. I mean, no one around her, so just a practice shot, and she was prepared for that moment.
1:05 left to go in the third. Regier at the free throw line. Fakes the pass, goes right side, and she traveled.
Timeout from Coach Saylor, and it was a travel.
Cheers from the Weatherford side of the crowd. 30-22, 62 seconds left to play in the third.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned, full-service, licensed, and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City Metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair, and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley Service in a dirty business. 405-721-5100.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
13-point third quarter so far for Weatherford. For the Bethany Broncos, it's been a 6-point third quarter. The current score, 30-22. A minute left to play. Weatherford has ball. They'll bring it up the left side of the floor. Givens not the primary ball handler. That duty is assigned to Haggard. 12 on 12, Haggard on Harris. Haggard goes right side to the lane, and she traveled trying to get the pass off to Givens.
Great timeout from Coach Saylor. Just momentum had definitely switched to Weatherford. And then forcing that turnover really helps Bethany. I think Coach Saylor is probably just trying to breathe confidence into them. Hey, ladies, you've been here. You've made these shots. You've got this. You're just trying to get them mentally ready because we have been battle-tested. I think you've used that term quite a bit. But we're in the midst of one right now.
The guys say weather the storm. Bethany needs to weather the storm now in this women's match. 42 seconds left to play. Donnelly brings it right side and threw a pass behind the cutting Lynn.
You can see the frustration. They just settle down. You're going to be all right. A whole nother quarter out. Lynn was going back door. Donnelly didn't read it.
Turnover on the Broncos. Clock stopped at 38.5. Still an 8-point game. Weatherford goes into Navarre. Navarre looking up the right side of the floor. No one in the paint right now. Now Givens goes into the lane, but she'll back it off. Navarre backs off as well. Givens comes over, fakes the screen. Navarre goes left hand, matched up on Allie Lynn. Lynn goes sliding at the logo. Navarre trying to go right side, stopped at the 66 Coliseum lettering. Now back left hand to the logo. Lynn, a lot of contact, and there's the whistle blown.
It's only the second team foul, but I mean, you take it. You have a couple fouls to give, but I like the pressure on Navarre. She can sometimes get loose with the basketball.
I agree with that one. The clock stopped at 15.3. Kind of allows the defense to get set. Quick inbounds, goes straight to Talon Payne. Payne back over to McKinley. Haggard.
Ooh.
Haggard in trouble. That might have been a carry.
It was a carry. She did avoid the timeline, but definitely carried the ball.
Navarre has it at the logo. Spins on Harris. No shot coming. Pass up. Payne just throws it up. No chance. Excuse me, that was Haggard to throw it up, but no chance regardless. 30-22 as we head to the fourth.
Still give the rebound to Donnelly. Right there, the buzzer sounded. One more quarter, Luke. Win and you're in. Win, lose, you go home.
The final 8 minutes in the Area Constellation Championship when we return from break. Thanks to Blake Nightingale State Farm. He sponsors our halftime show and our player awards. He's at 7304 Northwest Expressway. His commercial now. This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent, located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there. Bethany has ball to begin the fourth quarter. Trailing Weatherford by 8 in a win-or-go-home situation, the last one this weekend, the Consolation Championship of Area. Here's Lynn trying to drive into the lane. Givens got the pickpocket, and bodies go flying, a jump ball call.
That's just great hustle from your star. Givens for Weatherford, first on the floor after knocking it out, secures a jump ball. Fortunate for Weatherford to have the arrow, forcing the turnover.
Bibbs on the floor for the Bethany Broncos. Lynn comes off. Givens to inbound this thing for Weatherford. More full court defense coming out from the Bethany Broncos here. Still this 12-on-12 matchup with Haggard and Harris. Haggard now working left side of full court. Kind of lost the dribble, but she picks it back up. Now going right. Great defense from Harris. Harris forces her to pick up the dribble, swatted it. All players go down. Let's see what the call is here.
It's a foul on Harris.
And that will be the case.
The hustle and the effort I'll take. That's the only, one team foul. You got more of that. You can pressure any ball handler except Givens. You got a chance to steal it. Almost had that one.
2 personal fouls on Harris. First team foul of the quarter. 7:30 left to play. Quick inbounds. McNutt took a shot to the head, but she sticks with it. There's a little bit of a give and go. Here's number 22, Talon Payne at the logo. Works right side. Matched up on Harris. Bounce pass to Mills. Stolen away by Bibbs. Harris there to pick it up.
Regier only had 8 in the first half, didn't score in the third. She's got to get on the board here.
Calderon with a bounce pass into Regier. She spins, right hand, shot's no good. Got her own rebound, the putback, no good. 3 players on her, can't get it over Mills, but she's tangled up with Bibbs. Mills able to bring it out.
And Regier's going to be so upset if it continues on this path. She's had so many looks at the basket, hasn't been able to convert many.
Givens right-handed layup and one. Went up and under Reese Harris, and enough contact for the official to blow the whistle.
Givens has been a star of stars, the senior, playing her best game of the season potentially right here in a elimination game.
32-22, the Weatherford lead is 10. Givens has a free throw. It's up and good. Weatherford leads by 11, 6:50 left to go.
Down double digits, this is when the run has to begin.
McNutt tries to do it herself, threw a wild one off the glass, but she's able to come down with the basketball. Gets it out to Calderon, who goes high to Regier. Now Regier drives right hand, runs into trouble, tries to get the pass off, batted down, and goes back to her. Regier with the cross-court pass to McNutt. Somehow this ball's still with Bethany. Calderon, the entry lob to Regier. She stands at the free throw line. To give back to Harris, now down to the corner. Here's McNutt, bounce pass back to Regier, left side of the lane. She goes cross-court over to Bibbs. Bibbs in that far corner, got it tipped, able to get the ball to Regier. Regier back out beyond the line. Harris catch and shoot, puts up the 3. No good. Regier on the offensive rebound, trying to go back up. See what the call is here. It's a foul.
Regier's kind of, I could tell she's missed so many shots. I don't know if she's just trying to get the 3 or if she's more scared to shoot. And scared's not the right word, but comfortable maybe. And so she's kicking it out a lot, but our shooters better be ready.
6:11 on the clock. Bethany to inbound. That was the second personal on McKinley Haggard. McKnight throws a high inbound towards the logo. Regier catches it. Here's Calderon now with the ball on the right wing. Gets a screen for Regier. Left hand to the free throw line. Gone down to the corner. McNutt from the corner brings it back out high. Regier puts up the three. Nothing but net for Cam Regier.
Timeout, Coach Taylor. And to Regier's probably own voice, she would say that's not her strong suit this season, the three-pointer, but that one looked really good. She swished it from deep.
If I'm not mistaken, she had a three-pointer made against Verdigris. Did she have a three-pointer made against Grove? Not in that game, but she's shown that she has that shot in the pocket if it opens up for her, and it did there. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Polished is total grooming at 836 Garth Brooks in Yukon with 28 years combined experience, including airbrush design, nail caps on dogs and cats, as well as the Bribe Bar and pet photography. It's a dog and cat day out at Polish, and ask about the month's membership that includes a free weekly bathing and 50% off pet grooming. Go to polishgrooming.com or call 405-494-8409. Keep your fur baby happy with expert affordable pet grooming at Polish in Yukon.
Are you looking for some hair, some virgin hair, some extensions? Well, come to Alchemy Ming Virgin Hair and Boutique. We have moved to 10709 North Rockwell Avenue, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Suite D. Come and see all the styles from your best hairstylist, your favorite hairstylist, the award-winning hairstylist of the year, Jasmine J.G. Garrett Whitson.
Coming out of that timeout, 33-25 after the made Cam Regier three. She has 11 points on the night and 9 rebounds, closing in on the double-double.
Coach Taylor calls that timeout after a three-point make to set up a press defense.
Mills to inbound it. She goes quick out to Haggard. Haggard on the left side. She'll walk up the floor. Haggard on Harris, as has been so many times tonight. Harris nearly gets a steal. A lot of contact. Fans looking for a foul call. Harris has Regier come out to help her, and a timeout taken by Weatherford.
Good timeout again. Weatherford was in trouble. Suffocating defense from Bethany. Just a 30-second timeout. Luke, it ended up not really being a trap out of it, just full court man. But Harris specifically just all over the ball handler. Uh-oh. There's some arguing with the refs with some of our players. Not sure what that one's about. The timeout was called. I think they'll sort it all out and everything should be fine in Weatherford's basketball.
Do it best at Evans Hardware. Since 1965, Evans Hardware has provided Midwest City with top-quality home improvement supplies and a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. At 1021 South Douglas Boulevard, Evans Hardware is family-owned and has the right products for every situation, including DIY projects, professional contracting, or quick fixes. Their satisfaction guarantee and quick turnarounds mean you'll always find what you need. So visit Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
Or call 405-732-1898. That's 405-732-1898.
Evans Hardware in Midwest City. We are out of timeout once more. Fourth quarter action. The Weatherford Lady Eagles, the Bethany Lady Broncos. 5:43 left to go in the fourth. Winner moves on to state. Loser goes home. Mills hand off to Givens at the Tiger logo.
They've switched Regier to Givens.
Givens going to go right hand. Got to the free throw line before backing off to the wing. Now she drives again. Goes up and under McNutt and got a whistle.
I think probably the right call. McNutt was the help defender. Regier hasn't been on Givens much, but the little hezzy on the right side, she loves that move. She'll kind of do this retreat dribble, hezzy, and then bolt with the right hand. She does that move several times a game, knocks down the first, but Luke, the playbook of sending her left is just, and to Givens' credit, she just said, you can try all you want. I'm going to go right sometimes and score on you.
Givens knocked down her first free throw. Here's her second, trying to make it a 10-point game. Shots up and good.
She's good, isn't she?
Yeah, she's really good.
You know a player's good when they can just go to the free throw line and you expect them to make it, and if they don't, it's a shock. Her shot's pure.
Bethany down 10. McNutt goes over to Harris. Harris well beyond the right wing, looking for somewhere to go down low. Now she dribbles, goes right side inside the line, backs it off and picks up the dribble. Bounce pass to Regier along the baseline, and Regier saw it was tipped out by Weatherford, so she just lets it roll out of play.
These Broncos have had a great season. Nothing to be ashamed of. They've had some magic earlier on and in some tournaments. Let's see if it happens here.
Goner on to inbound. One the bounce pass to Lynn. Can't find her, so she goes to Regier. Step back, three for Regier. Can't she get it two? Not on that one.
That's a kick ball. They called it. She had the open look, Luke, at first, and then she kind of went to this step back. I wish she would have, if she was going to shoot it, just shoot it in rhythm on that first shot. or first opportunity.
Bethany gets another chance. 5:05 on the clock. Calderon to inbound again. 2 players on the free throw line. They go down to the blocks. The entry lob goes to Lynn. Lynn stands at the free throw line again. Right hand all the way to the right block. Try to get a dump pass out to Regier. Regier hauls it down. Gives it to Harris. Harris puts up a 3 herself. Off the front of the rim, no good. Givens tied up with 3 defenders. Hit McNutt hard. She goes down to the floor. No foul called. Givens brings up the floor. Harris stops just beyond the half-court line as McNutt got back.
That's what Coach Haworth is doing. Kill clock. She's spreading them out. That's smart.
Harris on a double team. Bounce pass over to Haggard. Haggard has Harris come out to play defense on her. Bounce pass to the other side. Yep. Mills over to number 10, Strickler. Strickler has Regier. Regier puts a lot of pressure on her, trying to get the steal. Strickler able to maintain ball possession, and Weatherford killing clock, as John has said. 4:20 left on the clock now.
Next year, you won't be able to do this. The new shot clock era begins in high school basketball in the state of Oklahoma, but right now you can kill as much as you want.
Givens to the right wing. She got a bounce pass off to Strickler. Strickler blows by 2 defenders. Her shot no good. Regier on the rebound. She's got her double-double. Now she brings it the other way. Bounce pass up to Lynn. Lynn on the left side of the floor. No one in the paint. All 5 players along the perimeter. Regier gets a soft screen from Lynn. Goes over to Calderon on the left wing. Calderon back to the free throw line. Swings one all the way down to the far corner. McNutt doesn't get the 3 over Payne. Bounce pass. Lynn hauls it down. 2 defenders on her. Put up the shot, and it's good.
Boy, Weatherford had a practice layup, and they blew it. 2 points for Bethany. Got another chance here.
Fast break for Weatherford. They broke the press very quick. They want a timeout taken, and they're going to get it as number 10, Ella Strickler, was begging for it.
Regier was about to force a jump ball. Another good timeout from Weatherford.
35-27. The Allie Lynn 2 helps, but Bethany needs a little bit more. Let's see if they've got it when we come back from break.
Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less.
Victory Mattress Outlet, you just heard their commercial. There are friends over at 7101 Northwest Expressway. Remember, they are movers too, so they can help you find your place and move your furniture into it. They are hosting our Coaches Show next week, so we invite you to tune into that on the gospelstation.com Sports and Talk. Coming out of the timeout, Weatherford ball. Mills to inbound it on the baseline. Bibbs will be the defender on her. 4 players along the baseline. One goes high. Givens sets a screen for Payne. Now Payne brings out to the left wing, trying to get a bounce pass back to number 10, Strickler, who barely brought it in. Weatherford is lucky there.
Yeah, almost had that steal.
Regier and Harris tying up Strickler, and a foul on the floor. It looks like Harris is going to take another based on her reaction.
You're okay with that because it might be helpful to start sending them to the line soon. Again, you don't want to send Givens, but be aggressive with everyone else. You might get some free throws missed. They have not been a good free throw shooting team outside of Givens, who has it now. Do not foul her.
Givens has the ball at the logo. Calderon came out to see her. Sees a wide open Mills on the right side. Mills won't take the shot. They only want to burn clock. Just over 3 minutes left to play. Mills wide open from the corner, and Bethany can basically leave her alone if she's not going to shoot it. There's an open Strickler in front of her. She can get the pass to her, and she does. Strickler dribbles back out beyond the line, and John, I do have to say, the shot clock is going to be a good implement next season.
Because Weatherford, she double dribbled, which is great, but Weatherford had open layups. They decided not to shoot. For them, it was better to kill time than try to get points on the board.
In the men's match versus Weatherford, both squads went to that strategy at different points in the game. And to say it slowed the game to a crawl is an understatement. There were no points scored in 6 minutes total between the both of them doing it.
It looks like Strickler has a little blood on her. They're going to give a little chance to clean it up. It's on her left knee. She won't have to sub unless they can't get it to stop. But it helps Coach Saylor right now. He's bringing in Donley. Bibbs stays out there You got to have scores in on this offensive possession. Bibbs, though, a great offensive rebounder, potentially could help the team here. A score here, it makes it interesting, but you can't have an empty possession, especially with no shot clock. Weatherford able to kill a lot of time.
You are very correct on that one. You need all the offensive chances you can get at this point in the night. 2:50, all the time left in this game. Bethany trails by 8. McNutt brings up the right side of the floor. Sees Regier on the right wing. Regier, 2 players in the paint, but she goes out high to Calderon. Now all the way around the world. Here's McNutt. McNutt cross-court pass stolen away by Givens. Givens, no fast break here. She knows they don't need it. Slows it down, dribbles out towards half court. 3 defenders on her, able to get the pass off to Haggard, and Haggard fouled by Bibbs.
Givens read the play. It was like she was in our huddle. She knew exactly what was going to happen. Saw the cross-court pass, easy pickoff. Now we're got Weatherford shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. Got to have some misses.
Haggard at the line. Her first, no good.
Which, hey, again, you were aggressive. You picked up a foul. You fouled the right person. But we had the empty possession. Very little clock or time came off the clock there. You're going to have to speed up this pace and make your shots.
Second, no good. Regier hauls in the rebound. All the starters back on the floor for the Broncos. This is their offensive lineup. Weatherford is in the bonus from now on. Regier stands at the top of the court, hits McNutt from straight away. McNutt's 3, no good. She's going to foul quickly, trying to get Haggard, and there it is.
Well, Haggard just went 0 for 2, so not a bad person to foul. McNutt's 3 looked on. It was just a little deeper than normal. She's yelling, let's fire it up, trying to get everyone ready. That 3 would have been big. She was just probably 1 step outside of her range.
Back to the line is Haggard. Her first, no good. She's 0 for her last 3 from the line.
She's a sophomore, maybe feeling a little bit, but she has the lead, so she should be kind of comfortable here. She steps in.
Can't hit it either. Harris comes down with the rebound.
Good job, Harris, blocking out the shooter. Haggard was the only one that would have went right to her, but Harris was right there.
Okay, you got another chance. 2 minutes remain. Lynn at the left wing. Wanted to go down low, hits Calderon. There's the entry lob to Regier. Regier spins, put up the right hand, and banks it home.
Press. Don't foul her. Don't foul her.
Givens up the right side. She gets tripped up by Calderon and lands hard on the basketball.
It's an accidental trip, but you got to call it. Calderon was not trying to foul. Their feet got tangled. Ref's got to call it. I mean, I understand what Calderon's thinking there. It was just an accident, but the wrong person for Bethany's at the line.
Givens trying to extend the lead back out to 8. She makes it 7. 1 more coming.
To our audience, this girl's a baller. I think I forget, Luke, where she's playing basketball at the next level. I don't remember the school.
On her second, got that one as well.
But you can tell she's going to have a career ahead of her.
37-29, the lead back out to 8. Bethany needs some heroics now. Harris on the right wing. Well defended by Givens. Trying to get the pass. Givens stole it away. Fast break for Deja Givens. She lays it up the right hand. Too strong. No good. Calderon and Harris trying to get the rebound. Harris comes down with it. Goes right side up the line. Looking ahead to Regier. Regier's going to bring it down on the touchdown pass. Hits Lynn. Lynn shot up. Bounces around. No good.
Great job from Harris to throw that ahead. Regier, the right basketball play to Lynn. She gets bumped. Not what Weatherford wanted. Almost an and-one situation. Lynn's going to need them both down with 1:24.
Allie Lynn, 1 of 2 from the line today. Her shot's up. No good. Too far left.
You can see it on their faces, Luke. I hate that for them because they've had such a great season. They look spent. They've had to play a lot of games. Weatherford hasn't. They only played Lincoln Christian. They haven't had to go through this gauntlet. I believe the Lady Broncos are just tired.
Lynn second. Got that one. Another 1 for 2 trip from the line.
This is their 3rd game in 3 days. You know, in the NBA world, they talk about 3 games in 4 nights, how bad that is. Of course, we're not talking about minutes. We're talking about high schoolers here, but it's a lot of basketball and intense games.
7-point lead. The inbound stolen away. Payne hits the ground hard. 2 players slow to get up. McNutt the same way, and a timeout taken by Weatherford.
I'm surprised she even has one left, but she does.
Well, McNutt for the white jersey is very slow to get up. She has her sister Morgan and Madison Bibbs, also a softball teammate in Bibbs, come out to meet her. They bring her over to the huddle. 7-point lead for Weatherford as we go to break. The final minute of play is here.
Nobody gives you more. We have great news for you today, folks. Toro Taxes at 5909 Northwest Expressway, Suite 249 can help with all your tax refund needs. Toro Taxes specializes in helping our community get the maximal refund possible, and their team of experienced tax professionals guarantees reliable, efficient, personalized services. Call 580-275-8933 and talk to Toro. 100% secure digital and in-person processes with services in both English and Spanish. Schedule your appointment today and let the experts handle your tax return. 5909 Northwest Expressway, Suite 249. Call 580-275-8933. Don't leave money on the table. Toro Taxes.
We're back out of timeout. 1:16. 7-point lead for Weatherford. Not undoable, John, but very, very difficult.
The Weatherford crowd is giving their team a standing ovation. Can't foul Givens. Get Haggard to the line if you're Bethany. Someone else besides Givens. She's got the ball.
Givens at the logo. Drives right side all the way to the rim. Put it up for 2. 60 seconds.
It's not looking good right now. No points here, and it's a wrap.
Harris has it, right wing, going right side, looking down to Donnelly in the corner. Donnelly has Mills on her, picked up the dribble, goes back to Harris, same corner. Harris has Givens on her, shaking, spot up, mid-range 2, Harris off the mark, and it's out on Regier. Oh, no, hold on, it's out on Weatherford. Bethany will at least get one more chance.
With 45, I don't think 2s are an option. I think you got to go for 3s. But if you hit one and foul the right eagle, you've got a chance. Got to get this one to drop. Open look.
McNutt shot fake, steps back from 3. No good. Givens comes down with the rebound.
That's a wrap.
That'll do it. 30 seconds. Givens brings it back out towards mid-floor. Bethany hadn't fouled her yet. She goes with the bounce pass down to the corner. There's the foul on Ella Strickler.
Good foul. 28 seconds. The trilogy looks like it's going the Eagles' way. Honestly, as we've processed it out loud for our listeners, I believe the third game just is, we had to have a buzzer beater to win one of the games. Last game wasn't as close, but it took a lot out of our girls. This fourth quarter has been a rough one. Haven't been able to kind of get enough momentum to have a chance.
Strickler missed her first and her second. 30 seconds left to play, still a 9-point lead for Weatherford. Just got to put up some 3s. Regier down in the corner, back to Regier. She dribbles right hand into lane, hook shot, bounces around, doesn't fall. Donnelly gets the offensive rebound. She's going to try to put it back up, goes up and under. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Weatherford, and now this one officially over.
Coach Saylor's calling them off. No one can hear, but let's hope they don't foul. They're not going to.
It's over.
Tough loss for our Lady Broncos. Hate that they're experiencing this, but I hope they know they had a tremendous season. It hurts because you care and you want to win, but all credit to Weatherford and specifically senior Daisha Givens with just a heck of a ball game. Probably the area consolation MVP. Girl's a baller. She stepped up tonight when it mattered the most, and now they punched their ticket to state.
We got a post-game show following this one where we recap this game and prepare you for the men's matchup directly following. Again, the final 39-30, Weatherford wins in the Consolation Championship. We'll be back after one short break.
Tanko Mechanical, Electrical, and Plumbing is a commercial and industrial contractor. They offer end-to-end client experience that includes seamless communication, budgeting, staffing, on-site organization, and it's solid quality handiwork every time. The past projects include both new construction and repairs and restoration. Occupied and fully operational job sites are never a problem. They can also plan, manage, and build multi-phase jobs. We are a turnkey plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and mechanical contractor. Tanko Company, give them a call at 405-255-7804. Again, that's 405-255-7804. Tanko.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
Nobody gives you more. We have great news for you today, folks. Toro Taxes at 5909 Northwest Expressway, Suite 249 can help with all your tax refund needs. Toro Taxes specializes in helping our community get the maximal refund possible, and their team of experienced tax professionals guarantees reliable, efficient, personalized services. Call 580-275-8933 and talk to Toro. 100% secure digital and in-person processes with services in both English and Spanish. Schedule your appointment today and let the experts handle your tax return. 5909 Northwest Expressway, Suite 249. Call 580-275-8933. Don't leave money on the table. Toro Taxes.
And we're here at the post-game show following the heartbreaker 39-30 loss for the Bethany Lady Broncos. The Weatherford Eagles have advanced to state. For the Bethany Broncos, their season is over. They finished the year 24-5. Weatherford just snapped a 2-game win streak.
Man, you know when you only lose 5 and 2 of those losses are to the same team, it stings. I could see it on the girls' faces, but I hope they understand just a great season, 1 game away from the 4th consecutive trip to state. It's not easy to make it to state. They almost made it 4 times. The seniors, you always feel bad for them. It was their last basketball game at the high school level. But so much to be proud of. They have so many great memories. It's the part about sports. It teaches you so much. This loss will hurt. It'll sting. They played pretty well defensively. Offensively, they just couldn't get in rhythm. And then there was one superstar out there, and you got to give it up for Givens. We threw everything at her, and she would not be denied. She is the reason Weatherford won. Yeah. I mean, there is no doubt that they rode her back all the way to state.
You can't make an argument for her. She takes control of the game in a way no one else on that Weatherford team does.
And she was sorry, Luke. I
mean, that's not a slight to Weatherford. That's just a compliment to Givens.
That's exactly right. And it wasn't that she was just making crazy shots or this super athlete. I mean, she's all of that, but she just knocked down free throws. She knocked down open looks. She played the right way. So you got to give credit to Givens and to Weatherford. They move on. Someone's waving at us. I don't know why.
Who's waving?
I don't know. Maybe they're waving at the people behind us. Were they trying to taunt us?
I don't know. I wasn't looking around. I was looking at the stat sheet.
Okay. Oh, it's the Lady Eagles are right. They just went right by us. And now we've got fans saying, hey, you can interview me if you want. So we got a lot going on over here in the Weatherford side.
Hey, before we do all that, Cameron Gear finished with 13 points and 11 rebounds for a double-double. Next highest was Allie Lynn with 9. She also had 2 rebounds to her name. Donley and Harris both came down with 3 rebounds, but both had, Donley had nothing, Harris had 1 point. McNutt had 5, Calderon had 2 to round out the scoring for the Lady Broncos. John, at the end of this one, we always got to do the Blake Nightingale player of the game. For this one, a tough loss, but again, when you look at the stat sheet, Regier once again stands out for a double-double, team lead in points, team lead in rebounds. Again, you talk about Givens being one of the reasons why Weatherford is so good. Regier is one of the reasons why Bethany has gotten this far.
Oh, that's an excellent point. Regier played an instrumental role in the success of this team. Wasn't her best shooting game tonight, but her energy, effort is always there. A great example for all the Lady Broncos and how to compete. And she did well tonight. I mean, when you are the focal point, and Givens is someone that would probably speak to this, when every team tries to stop you, it's a daunting task, but yet she performed night in and night out. Again, Luke, I think fatigue plays a factor emotionally, mentally, physically. 3 intense playoff games and elimination games to add to it. I think if this was after a couple days rest, we probably would have had a different ball game.
It really comes down to the conversation between Regier and Lynn for that player of the game. Both post players do a great job.
Sorry to just kind of gloss over your question about that, but
you're good.
It is something to keep in mind. And, yeah, I'm with you as well. I think you still got to give it to Regier for just the totality of the season and even her play tonight.
All right, so that does it for the women's stream. We've got men's directly following. They've got a chance for revenge themselves against the team that beat them in regionals, Oklahoma Christian School.
Another revenge game.
We will get that one here in about 9 minutes. Let's switch over streams for Luke Young and John Hickman and Stroud. We invite you to the men's game, but if we don't see you again,